All right, listeners, get ready, because today we're diving deep into some seriously fascinating philosophy.
Oh, yeah.
We're tackling a chapter of the Bhagavad Gita,
One of my favorites.
which, of course, is an ancient Indian text.
Part of that epic Mahabharata.
Exactly.
Love that one.
And today we're zeroing in on chapter 14,
Right.
and it's all about these three gunas,
The gunas, yeah.
sattva, rajas, and tamas.
They're everywhere.
Now, these aren't just some abstract concepts.
Oh, no.
They're forces. They're at play within each of us,
all the time.
shaping our actions, our thoughts, and even our destinies, according to the Gita.
Yeah, it's really powerful stuff.
So are you ready to find out where you fall on that sattva, rajas, tamas spectrum?
I think everyone listening is going to find this really interesting.
Absolutely.
What I think is so captivating about chapter 14 is
Yeah.
it breaks down these fundamental qualities that permeate everything,
Okay.
even creation itself.
Right.
Krishna, the divine charioteer, he describes the universe as kind of a cosmic womb
Okay.
where he plants the seeds of all beings.
I like that imagery.
And Brahma, the creator god, acts as the mother who gives these seeds form.
That's pretty intense.
I know, right?
So these gunas are like
Yeah.
the primal DNA of existence.
Do it.
Okay, well, I mean, but what do they actually mean for us
Right.
in our day-to-day lives?
So
how do we actually experience them?
think of them like the three primary colors of our being.
Okay.
They're constantly interacting and influencing our thoughts, our emotions, and our actions.
Interesting.
So let's start with sattva.
Right.
This is the guna of purity, wisdom, and light,
Okay.
associated with qualities like peacefulness, clarity, and a sense of connection
Yeah.
to something bigger than yourself.
Makes sense.
Imagine a perfectly still lake reflecting the beauty of the world around it. That's sattva.
It sounds so idyllic.
It is pretty amazing.
So sattva's the calm lake. What's rajas like?
So rajas is all about energy, action, and passion,
Okay.
but also restlessness, ambition, and sometimes even anxiety.
Ah.
It's that driving force that pushes us to achieve, create, and experience the world.
Yeah.
But it can also lead to attachment, desire, and ultimately suffering if it's not managed.
It gets out of control.
Exactly. Think of a rushing river, powerful and dynamic,
Sure.
but potentially destructive if it overflows.
Powerful imagery.
Right.
So sattva is peaceful.
Yeah.
Rajas is driven.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting a sense that tamas might not be the one we want.
Well, let's see.
Yeah.
Tamas is linked to darkness, inertia, and delusion.
Oh.
It manifests as laziness, apathy, confusion, and a lack of awareness.
All right. It's not great.
If sattva is the clear lake and rajas is the rushing river,
Yeah.
tamas is like a stagnant swamp, murky, stuck, and unable to see clearly.
So definitely not the vibe we're going for.
You got it.
I've been battling procrastination lately.
Oh, yeah.
You think that could be tamas?
Could be tamas pulling you down.
Yeah.
It's certainly possible.
Is it?
Yeah, the Gita says that each guna can bind the soul
Okay.
to the material world,
Interesting.
keeping us trapped in cycles of habit and reaction.
Yeah.
So even sattva, which might seem positive, but even attachment to feeling good
Right.
can lead to clinging and suffering.
Yeah. Okay.
Rajas, with its endless desires,
Yeah.
keeps us chasing after the next thing, never satisfied.
Makes sense.
And tamas, through ignorance, keeps us stuck
yeah.
in our limiting beliefs and unhealthy patterns.
Right. So it's not about one guna being good or bad.
No.
It's that they all have this potential to hold us back.
Exactly.
What's fascinating is they're constantly shifting within us, aren't they?
It's a dynamic dance.
It really is.
And one guna usually dominates the others
okay.
at any given time.
At any given time.
And this dominance can change throughout the day.
Oh, wow.
Influenced by things like our diet, environment, and even the people we interact with.
Yeah.
Let's say you wake up feeling peaceful and clear-headed.
Okay.
That's sattva at work.
That's sattva. Got it.
But then you hit a traffic jam.
Happens to the best of us.
Suddenly that rajas energy kicks in with frustration and impatience.
Oh, I know that feeling.
Later, you might have a heavy meal and find yourself slipping into tamas,
Yeah.
feeling sluggish and unmotivated.
It's so true.
You see how they shift.
I do. I can definitely see how those shifts play out in my own life.
I think a lot of people can relate to that.
But how do we go beyond
Yeah.
just being puppets of these gunas?
Right.
Is it even possible to break free?
That's the million-dollar question.
It really is.
And that's what we'll delve into next time.
Okay.
It is possible to transcend the gunas,
Okay.
but it's not about suppressing or eradicating them.
No.
They're fundamental forces, after all.
They are?
The key lies in understanding their influence and learning to navigate them skillfully.
So we need to become masters of the gunas
That's a great way to put it.
instead of letting them master us.
Exactly.
All right, well, we've definitely got our work cut out for us, it seems.
We do, but it's a fascinating journey.
It is. I'm looking forward to it.
Me too. Welcome back to our deep dive into the Bhagavad Gita's chapter 14.
It's great to be back.
We've been, exploring these three gunas, sattva, rajas, and tamas, and how they're influencing us, our thoughts and actions.
Yeah, it's like we've identified the players,
Yes.
but now we need to figure out what the game plan is.
The game plan, exactly.
So how do we actually transcend these forces
Yeah.
and move towards a state of true freedom?
Right. So the Gita, it offers some really profound insights into this whole process. It all starts with,
Yeah.
self-awareness, recognizing which gunas tend to kind of dominate
Yeah.
your thoughts and actions.
So it's like becoming aware of our own default settings.
Yeah, exactly.
Those knee-jerk reactions
Right.
that just keep us stuck in the same cycles.
Exactly, those habits, those patterns.
But how do we actually change that?
It's not about suppressing the gunas entirely.
Okay.
It's more about learning to rise above them.
Okay.
Think of it like becoming a skilled surfer,
Right.
riding the waves, but not getting swept away by the current.
I like that.
Right. So the Gita, it emphasizes cultivating this state of equanimity,
Okay.
where we're no longer tossed around
Right.
by the pull of pleasure and pain, success and failure.
So it's about finding that inner balance,
Exactly.
even when everything around us is chaotic.
That's it.
You mentioned detachment from material possessions as part of this process.
That sounds a bit extreme.
Like, do we really need to give up?
Yeah, it's not about renouncing everything.
Okay.
It's more about shifting our relationship to those things
Okay.
instead of being driven by those, insatiable desires,
Yeah, always wanting more.
which is that classic Raja's energy.
Right.
We can practice contentment and gratitude
Yeah.
for what we have.
I mean, that's easier said than done, though, right?
Well, it's a practice.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean we can't strive for goals or enjoy the good things in life,
No, of course not.
but we can learn to do so without that relentless, grasping energy
Yeah.
that ultimately leads to suffering.
So it's about finding that sweet spot
Yeah.
between being engaged in the world,
Right.
but not letting it completely dictate our inner state.
Exactly. Finding that balance.
But that sounds incredibly challenging.
It is. It is a gradual process. It's a lifelong journey of self-discovery.
Yeah.
The Gita outlines specific practices that can help us cultivate the qualities.
Okay, so like what?
Things like self-control,
Okay.
discipline,
Mm-hmm.
compassion,
Compassion, yeah.
and a deep understanding of the true nature of the self.
So it's not just about flipping a switch.
No, it's a process.
It's about intentionally choosing actions
Right.
and nurturing thoughts
Yeah.
that align with sattva.
With that clear, harmonious energy,
Yeah.
which in turn can actually change the way we experience the world.
It's like we can actually rewire our brains
You can rewire your responses
through these practices.
Exactly.
Remember those signs of a liberated soul?
Oh, yeah.
The person who remains calm and steady amidst the chaos,
Right.
who treats everyone with respect,
Yeah.
who isn't driven by insatiable desires.
Mhm.
Those are the hallmarks
Those are the signs.
of someone who has begun to transcend.
Yeah.
They almost sound superhuman.
I know, right?
But if we're not all destined to
Yeah.
become, enlightened sages,
Yeah.
how can the average person,
That's where the beauty of the Gita lies.
Okay.
It offers tools that anyone can use,
Oh, okay.
regardless of their background or their beliefs.
That's great.
Think about karma yoga,
Oh,
the practice of acting without attachment to the outcome.
oh yeah.
You can start integrating this into your daily life.
How? By focusing on the process
Okay.
rather than just the results.
So instead of being fixated on finishing a work project,
Yeah,
try finding joy in each step along the way.
exactly.
So it's about shifting our focus from what am I going to get out of this
Right.
to how can I bring my best self to this moment,
You got it.
and that shift in perspective.
It can have a profound impact
Yeah.
on how we experience everything,
Wow.
from work and relationships
Mhm.
to our overall sense of well-being.
The Gita reminds us
Yeah?
that this potential for liberation,
Yes.
for transcending those limitations, is within each of us.
Absolutely.
That's incredibly empowering.
It is.
It means we're not just victims of these forces,
Right.
but active participants
Like you have the power to choose.
in shaping our own destiny.
Exactly.
But I have to ask,
yeah.
if we do manage to transcend these gunas,
Right.
what then?
That's the ultimate mystery.
And one we'll explore next time.
All right.
It's a state that words can only hint at,
Okay.
but the Gita does offer some tantalizing clues.
I can't wait. Welcome back to our deep dive.
Yeah.
We've been wrestling with these
Sattva,
sattva, rajas, and tamas, and we've talked about the path to transcending their grip, breaking free.
breaking free.
But now for the big question, the ultimate question.
What happens when
happens?
when we achieve that liberation?
What's on the other side?
Yeah, what lies beyond that dance
There,
of
yeah.
sattva, rajas, tamas?
This is a question that has just captivated spiritual seekers for centuries.
Absolutely, and while the Gita doesn't give us a concrete map,
No.
it does offer some really profound insights into the nature of this ultimate liberation.
Okay, so the goal
Yeah.
isn't simply just escaping suffering.
Right.
Or even, the cycle of birth and death.
It's about union with the divine,
Right.
that ultimate source of all existence,
Brahman.
known as Brahman. Yes.
So it's not just about personal liberation.
No, it's about merging with something much vaster.
Wow.
Something that connects us to the very fabric of the universe.
That's a pretty mind-blowing concept.
I know, right? And the Gita uses some truly evocative imagery to describe this state.
Right.
It talks about drinking the undying wine of Amrit,
Wow.
attaining perfect felicity, and becoming one with Brahman, that ultimate reality.
So those descriptions definitely point towards a state of immortality and bliss.
Yeah, for sure.
But can we unpack this a little bit further?
Sure.
What does this union actually feel like?
Right. Does our individual consciousness completely dissolve?
Do we become one with everything and everyone?
That's where, language starts to reach its limits.
Yeah.
How can we possibly grasp such a transcendental experience with our, ordinary minds?
Yeah, it's like trying to describe the taste of chocolate to someone who's never experienced it.
Exactly.
Words can only go so far.
They really can.
But even though we can't fully comprehend it,
Yeah.
the Gita does offer some clues.
It does. It states that the liberated soul, knows what rules beyond the qualities
Okay.
and becomes nigh unto me, referring to Krishna, who embodies Brahman.
So it seems like this state of liberation involves transcending our usual way
Yeah.
of perceiving reality,
Exactly.
going beyond that duality
Yeah.
of me and everything else,
Right.
and experiencing a direct connection,
A direct.
that divine source.
Yes.
That's a beautiful way to put it.
And the Gita emphasizes that this union is achieved
Okay.
through single-minded devotion to the divine,
Okay.
surrendering the ego,
Right.
and aligning our will with the cosmic will.
That makes me think that this path isn't just about intellectual understanding or philosophical debate.
No, it requires a deep,
Yeah.
heartfelt connection.
It's about love,
Yeah,
surrender, and complete trust.
absolutely. It's about recognizing that divine spark
Yeah.
with ourselves and within all of creation.
And that's why Krishna concludes chapter 14
Mhm.
with those powerful words.
He does. He says, "For I am that whereof Brahma is the likeness, mine the Amrit is, and immortality is mine, and mine perfect felicity."
Wow.
Right.
It's like Krishna is saying, look, if you want to experience true immortality, bliss, and liberation,
Yeah.
turn towards the divine. I am the source, the way, and the destination.
Exactly. That's ultimately the message
Yeah.
of the Bhagavad Gita. The path to liberation is open to all who seek it.
Regardless of background, beliefs, or social standing.
Exactly. It's an invitation to embark on this journey of self-discovery.
This deep dive has been incredible.
It has.
We've delved into the depths of ancient Indian philosophy.
Absolutely.
We've wrestled with those intriguing gunas, and we've even caught a glimpse of what lies beyond
That ultimate state
that ultimate state.
of liberation.
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling both inspired and humbled
Me too.
by the wisdom of the Bhagavad Gita.
It's a testament to the enduring power of these ancient teachings, to
Yeah.
speak to the human heart
Yeah.
and illuminate the path towards lasting fulfillment.
And to our listeners, we hope this deep dive has sparked your own curiosity
Absolutely.
and inspired you to explore the Bhagavad Gita for yourselves.
Yeah,
Remember, the journey is the destination.
it is.
And the wisdom contained within these pages, it can offer profound insights
Sure.
and guidance for navigating life's challenges
Wow, it really can.
and discovering your true potential.
So keep seeking, keep exploring, and keep diving deep
And diving deep.
into those mysteries of existence.
Until next time.
May your journey be filled with peace, clarity, and the unwavering pursuit of truth.